Hello, I'm Elise Baudot. I'm the head of wealth for Macquarie Asset Management Green Investments business, and I'm here today to talk to you about Macquarie Energy Transition Infrastructure Fund. The Macquarie Energy Transition Infrastructure Fund, or METI, is an open-ended private infrastructure fund which aims to deliver yield and growth together with the defensive characteristics of infrastructure. The fund provides Australian wholesale investors with access to the potential benefits of private infrastructure, cash yield, capital growth potential, inflation hedge, diversification. It provides an opportunity to invest in the energy companies of the future and to be part of the energy transition, which we believe is the largest investment opportunity in infrastructure. METI's initial portfolio is balanced between operating and development investments, aiming to provide yield growth and diversification. METI co-invests alongside Macquarie Asset Management's managed institutional funds, which demonstrates the strong alignment of interest and performance with Macquarie. And METI allows investors to actively contribute towards net zero in an effort to create a more sustainable future. Macquarie Asset Management manages more than $900 billion of assets under management and is the largest infrastructure manager globally based on AUM. Its strong presence in infrastructure includes $300 billion of AUM, more than 170 infrastructure assets, and more than 130 realizations. Macquarie Asset Management has invested in more than 300 infrastructure assets in the last 3 decades and across various economic cycles. In addition to infrastructure, about 2/3 of Macquarie's asset management AUM comes from credit and equities, where we have a strong presence, and we have teams focused on these pillars, which are also relevant to METI. Macquarie Asset Management also has a long history of green energy investing. We have a global team of more than 100 investment experts, including local teams in key markets who understand the local drivers, energy market experts, technical experts, as well as investment professionals. We've been investing for almost 2 decades now, completing more than 100 investments, and we've exited already 60 of those investments. Across that track record, we believe we've delivered strong returns to our investors. That combination of team and track record, together with the strategy we've designed, leveraging the global market opportunity in supporting the energy transition, is what gives us confidence that we can deliver on the opportunity and the return profile of this fund. The investment opportunity is indeed enormous and growing with an urgent need to scale up investments. Annual investments of $6.7 trillion are expected to be required globally between now and 2050 in order to limit global warming to 2 degrees above pre-industrial levels. Therefore, the cumulative investment opportunity is estimated to equate to more than $190 trillion. This requirement for capital investment is driven by both the replacement of existing energy infrastructure and the expected significant growth in demand for electricity in the coming decades, for example, driven by digitalization. Some examples of key statistics regarding the energy landscape include a 3 times increase in power consumption expected by 2050, or 70% of global electricity expected to be generated by wind and solar by 2050 versus 13% in 2023, according to the International Energy Agency. Renewables, especially wind and solar, are providing the lowest cost electricity generation in large parts of the world, according to the International Energy Agency. Based on Bloomberg, wind and solar are the cheapest source of new electricity generation across approximately 90% of global electricity demand. There is therefore an urgent need for sustainable assets that can be quickly deployed at scale, and mature green energy assets, such as wind and solar, are one of the fastest and most economical means to meet the short-term energy deployment goals and seek to accelerate the transition to net zero. In terms of investment universe, METI targets investments into technologies powering the energy transition across the whole spectrum of the energy transition. METI in particular aims to invest across the spectrum with a near-term focus on the decarbonization of electricity, that is wind, solar, batteries, for example, and over time, as markets evolve, the decarbonization of transport and industry. With a diversified portfolio, METI predominantly invests in private infrastructure development and operating assets and businesses, and also has a small allocation to public investments for the purpose of offering some liquidity. METI will target allocations to EMEA, the Americas, and the Asia Pacific. The current portfolio of the fund comprises exposure to diversified energy transition infrastructure businesses, providing access to a portfolio of more than 100 projects across 11 countries. These investments include exposure to operating infrastructure assets, as well as businesses that aim to create, own, and operate such assets over time, playing across the entire energy transition infrastructure life cycle. The initial portfolio is aligned with market growth drivers and is diversified across geographies, technologies, power markets, resources, and asset life cycle stage. We're also currently pursuing other complementary investments, many of them proprietary or exclusive, and we aim to add this to the portfolio in the near term. As an example, Aula is a business that was created by Macquarie Asset Management to originate, develop, deliver, and manage onshore renewable energy projects, such as onshore wind, solar, or co-located battery storage, across Australia. Aula provides access to a diversified portfolio of secured development projects and diversified across 3 key technologies, representing approximately 3.7 gigawatts of total expected capacity. That's approximately equivalent to the domestic energy demand of Western Australia. In conclusion, and in summary, we believe the investment opportunity created by the 2050 net zero targets adopted by countries and businesses, and the increasing demand for power fueled by the global macro trends, in particular digitalization, such as data centers, power consumption, or artificial intelligence, is enormous and growing with an urgent need to scale up investment. METI provides strong visibility on the near-term portfolio, which aims to deliver yield and returns from day one. METI aims to invest along the entire asset life cycle, focusing on development to operational assets and businesses, and thereby provides stability of cash flow from the operating projects, but also the upside through the value creation of developing assets. We believe there is an opportunity for an experienced manager to capture the upside through the value creation of green energy infrastructure assets. Thank you.